Now, join us now for the latest news from the worlds of sport and showbiz are the wonderful Aidan McGee and the even more wonderful Hayley Palmer. Thank you for joining us.
I've been upgraded. I was always not so wonderful.
No, I know, but I felt I was being harsh.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Let's start with the cricket. Are England going to win, or is the rain going to win?
Listen, I've got a very reliable weather app. They're telling me there's a 90% chance of rain in Manchester. That's been borne out so far. We've not had any play. We were due to start at 11 o'clock. There's some possibilities in play by 4 p.m. Other than that, it's probably going to be decided by the Duckworth-Lewis method. That's nothing to do with pigeons, by the way. That's to do with a batting average, and it's based on the average that they think a team might get, and then they average it out over the course of the match, and that decides the test. And we need. They
don't decide test matches that way, do they? I thought the weather intervened. I thought it was just a draw.
No. Well, actually, a draw is all Australia need anyway. Yeah. So that'll prove decisive because if they get a draw from Old Trafford, and it'll be a huge shame because England have amassed a total of 592. We've seen some brilliant knocks by Harry Brooks, 61. Ben Stokes, 51, brilliant series he's had. And Johnny Bairstow, who we were talking about here 2 weeks ago, walking away from his stump, he dropped loads of catches in the field as well. He comes back and he hits 99 and produced a brilliant backstop catch as well the other day. So he's been a story of redemption for him. But sadly, I do think the rain is going to have a big influence over today and tomorrow.
It's shocking Manchester, isn't it, for it to be raining?
I was there many times, many years. It was exactly like that.
Hayley, we're going to turn to showbiz now.
Yes.
Mick Jagger.
Yes, he is having a birthday party. I don't know where my invite is yet. I haven't got it, but yeah, he's going to be.
You've got to know who you are first.
Yeah, right. That's quite good for you, Aidan. Anyway, back to me. He's having it at Chelsea.
There are two meanies there laughing away. I bet you'll find it in the post when you get home.
It's actually at the top of my road. It's at Chelsea Psychic Garden.
Oh, you just go. I just knock on the door anyway.
They're not going to turn you away.
You just go with a card and a birthday present.
Exactly.
Gate crash.
Exactly. So, yeah, he's hiring out the Chelsea Psychic Garden. And I just want to know what the guest list is going to be like. It's got to be totally A-list, hasn't it? But I think it's brilliant. He's 80 years old. He's having a big birthday bash. And I think that is the way forward.
This is awful. When you said he was 80, I thought, well, is he already 80? Isn't he now lying about his age?
Well,
wasn't he 80
shows how old I
a few
was.
years back? No, he isn't. You're right. He was 79.
Yeah.
He is now 80.
I covered a story about his
Quite a
60th. Shows how old I am.
Oh, it certainly
Yeah, you are.
But there's quite a few, aren't there, now that sort of...
It's my dad's 80th birthday was earlier this year, and my sister's 60th. They're having a birthday year.
Yeah,
That's a good idea. I'm having a birthday month at the moment, and I think you should do everything that just makes you happy in your birthday month.
Do you think you'd want some tickets for the Lionesses?
Possibly, well, they're winning at the moment, so that's good. They're playing against Haiti. They're leading by a Georgia Stanway penalty after 29 minutes. I do worry about England long term, though. It's a huge trip to Australia. It's difficult for any sporting organiser or team to acclimatise to a different time zone. Historically, England have struggled with that. But if you compare the side they put out last summer, who won the Euros, you got Frank Kirby out with a knee injury, Leah Williamson of Chelsea out with a knee injury, Beth Mead out with a knee injury, Ellen White has retired. It reminds me of 2003 World Cup in some ways with the rugby. Remember when they was hit with a few retirements and injuries, they weren't quite the same team for a little while after that. But as champions, they will go down there, or they've arrived there with no inferiority complex. I do, though, think that Australia, who ended England's 30-match unbeaten run, and they're the host nation, I think they could go on and do it.
I'm just in shock that Hayley said I want to do things I really like on my birthday month, and yet she sat on the sofa next to
This is true. It's my birthday next Saturday.
Big gap
in age, yeah.
Totally.
Now, talking of footballers, but not female, male ones, Peter Crouch. What's the Madonna-Peter Crouch story?
I love this because basically he was in a restaurant and Madonna's security guards came up to him and they were like, can we have a photo? So Peter Crouch was doing all these photographs and then he said, well, can I have a photo with Madonna? And they were like, oh, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, but she's not been well recently.
No, it was before that. It was a while back.
Oh,
but
OK.
the thing is, if you are in a restaurant, sometimes you do just want your privacy. And it is Madonna. Like, this is like, you know, we can make different rules for Madonna, can't we?
I had to go day in Burger King.
Maybe if you didn't have all your makeup on and you weren't feeling right and she'd had all of that weird stuff going on in her face, you might just say, this is not the photo, the instant I want people
Exactly, and if it's going out with Peter Crouch, it's going to go everywhere, isn't it?
I mean, Aidan, how do you deal with everyone wanting your autograph all the time?
I had it. I did, yeah. No, lots of. Yeah, I was in Burger King. I was in Burger King, yeah. I told him I was famous. That was a whopper.
I can't compete.
Actually, that's for him.
And he's been really funny today.
But quickly, the golf. Very, golf open.
Yeah, that's right.
Literally
So
seconds to tell us about this.
yeah, Brian Harman is in front. His closest challenger. This is interesting. Tommy Fleetwood. He's from Southport, just down the road from Hoylake. My family were in Hoylake this weekend watching the golf, having a fantastic time up in Liverpool. And maybe we might see a surprise Tommy Fleetwood doing it tomorrow, but it goes out and it doesn't end until tomorrow evening, of course.
Thank you very much, Aidan. I obviously used to live up the road as well in West Kirby. Thank you, Hayley, too. That's all we've got time for. We will be back next week at the same time. Coming up next is the wonderful Martin Daubney.